With all, we are now on episode number 39. And for the continuation of our subject on spiritual deaths, this time mas ipapaliwanag pa sa atin ni Maastricht yung human choices in relation to the status of spiritual death of human beings, or those who are not yet been regenerated or not yet been born again. Okay? So it says here that choices or human choices in regard to fourfold good in man and in regards to the fourfold state of man. Merong tinatawag na si Maastricht dito na fourfold, apat na classification in regards to the goodness in man, at saka ito namang another fourfold or four classification in regard to the state of man. Yung kalagayan, no? Estado, no? Status ng isang human being in regards to his choices. Okay? Yung kanyang will, no? Human will. What is the amount and kind of its choices? Strength for good. Okay, yun yung question ni Maastricht, no? Na sasagutin niya. Of course, napag-aaralan natin ngayon. Again, the question stated here is that what is the amount and kind of its choices? Strength for good. Letter A, morally considered. However, choice ought to be examined first with regard to a fourfold good, inuna niya yung fourfold good in man, and then also with regard to the fourfold state of man. May kasing pagkakaiba doon sa dalawa category na yun, no? Explain natin. Number one, the fourfold good, no, goodness in man. Letter A, or number one of its fourfold goodness in man is that there is natural good in man. No, meron daw likas, no, na nagagawang kabutihan din ng mga tao, no? Yes, believer man o unbeliever, no? So, this time, ang inaaral kasi natin yung state of man in regards to spiritual deadness. So, ipapatungkulan muna natin dito yung mga unregenerate muna, no? Yung mga unbelievers, okay? In the unbelievers or those who are having this spiritual deadness, of course, separated from God, there is natural good in them. For example, they can eat. Why not? Natural. Lahat ay pwedeng kumain. Freely, we can freely eat whatever they want. Basta nakakain, no? Of course, we can drink anything. Basta drinkable siya, of course. No? We can eat, we can drink. No? There is what we call natural good in man. Okay, so letter B, there is civil good. No? Ito yung binabanggit natin last time when it comes to civil authority, for example, nakaka-obey ang mga tao kahit unbelievers. Behaving kindly towards one another, one's neighbor, no? So even to our neighbors, we can show some form of kindness to them. We can behave, no, properly. We can behave in loving them as human being, of course, in many forms, no, of goodness in regards to our neighbor. Harming no one, no, we may do so, no, harm no one person. Okay, letter C, there is moral or ecclesiastical good. When we speak of ecclesiastical good, yung pertaining to a church or a gathering of people, no, in a particular local church, for example. We can do some form of service in a church, no? So church service. We can do some form of goodness to our fellow church, no, members, no, to those unregenerate. Even the unregenerate can go to their respective churches, no, in frequenting holy things, no? You can do some form of religious activities. You can pray, why not? Unbelievers and believers alike can pray to their God, no? Pouring out prayers. Again, in a church gathering, for example, even in their personal prayer life. Abstaining from offenses. Yun nga yung tinatawag ding we harm no one, we harm no other people or any person, no? We do not commit some form of acts, no? Or lasciviousness, for example, and any other bad things, no, that we can do to a particular person. We are abstaining, no, in one way or another from doing such kind of offense or form of offenses. Luke 18:11 and 12, makikita yan, no? And lastly, sa fourfold good in man, there is spiritual and saving good. Yan. Nabanggit na natin yan, no, from our past lessons. Many times binabanggit natin talaga na because of the total depravity of man in its state of spiritual deadness, ay wala siyang capacity, kakayanan, no, power to do the things that pertains to his salvation. Ito yung tinatawag na yung goodness in man in regards to spiritual and saving good, ay this pertains only to those who are genuinely saved by the Lord, mga genuine Christian talaga, no? Yung spiritual and saving good, no, ang kinila. Kasi they were being converted, talagang saved by the Lord, no? Through His faith, no? By the grace of the Almighty God. So, meron silang, for example, faith, hope, and so forth. Yun yung saving good. Ito, pag sinabing saving good, saving grace, saving faith, it pertains to the salvation of men, no? Of human beings. Meron namang fourfold state of man, in the state of integrity, man, unbelievers, no? Even the believers, no? As the faculty of choice, he or she can choose any good and also evil, no? Hindi pa naman kasi perfect ang mga human being, believers or non-believers alike. Pero talaga in sa state of spiritual deadness ng mga unbeliever, given na ito, no? Talaga may faculty of choice siya that could choose, yes, some form of good and also some form of evil, no? Most of the time nga. More or less, mostly ay nakakagawa nga sila ng mga kasalanan, no? Kasamaan. Okay? Meron silang liberty to do so. Walang pumipigil, no, sa mga tao kung anong gusto nilang piliin. Pero restraint nga lang, again, hindi siya absolute. Letter B, in the state of sin, ito yung mga state of man, in regard to sin, it can certainly choose any natural, civil, and moral good, but not spiritual good. Okay? Which is conjoined with salvation. Ito nga yung difference, no? Isa sa mga pagkakaiba ng mga believers sa unbelievers. Yung mga unbelievers talaga ay wala silang capacity na to do good in regard to spiritual goodness, which is conjoined with salvation, no? Inuulit-ulit lang dito ni Maastricht para mas maunawaan natin. Letter C, in the state of grace naman, it can choose any good and evil also. No? Yung mga tao, no, in the state of grace, kasi may tinatawag na common grace, common to all people, no, believers or non-believers as well. Pero most of the time, itong state of grace that can choose any good and evil, ay yung common grace particularity nito talagang mostly doon sa mga unbelievers o na under the state of spiritual deadness nga, sa inaaral natin spiritual death, no? Situation o status ng mga tao. Is nakagawa pa rin ng mga sampung of goodness, pero evil din, no? Marami rin sila nagagawa. And this, in the state of glory naman, state of man, pag state of glory dito, only goodness lang or good things lang nagagawa. This pertain naman dun sa mga believers na talagang pag nasa state of glory na, maging mga unbelievers pag na-save, no, magkakaroon sila dun sa tinatawag na state of glory. Yun yung talagang meron ng glorification, only goodness na lang ang nagagawa nila. Yung doctrine of glorification, yung kumbaga isa sa mga parts, no, ng doctrine of salvation, yung soteriology. So inaaral doon, no, yung isa sa mga ilan sa mga applications of salvation, yung tinatawag na glorification. So merong salvation na tinatawag na justification, may sanctification, at merong glorification na tinatawag. Okay, so in the state of glory, kapag siya ay mga tunay na mga Kristiyano na, actually, state of glory, dun na sa second coming ng ating Panginoong Jesus. Sa presence na ng God, no, throughout eternity, to heaven, no? Madalas natin sinasabi. Only good na lang magagawa ng tao. Or goodness, without evil, no? Magagawa ng mga tao. Mga niligtas, no? Ng Panginoon. From what has been said, it is now easy to gather that liberty has survived in our choice. Yes, even after sin. And liberty that is essential to man's nature. One by which all the worst men, no, even yung pinakamasamang tao, sa tingin natin, ay nakakagawa pa rin ng ilang mga mabubuting bagay. Whatever they do, do it freely, yet not such a liberty as is independent from the first cause, God. Hindi sila independent. Meron pa rin restraint, meron pa rin nagko-control sa kanila, yung Diyos na lumikha sa kanila, sa ating lahat, of course, at yung Diyos at Panginoon ng lahat. Now, which is fitted with strength for spiritual good. To accomplish it spiritually, and in this respect, it is rather called enslaved than free. So, wala talagang absolute free choices and free will ang tao, kundi ito ay I can say it is a some form of a restrained freedom of choice, freedom of the will, and most especially dun nga sa under the spiritual deadness ay merong bondage of the will. Ito dinagdag ko rito, no? Sabi kasi ni Maastricht, it is called enslaved and free. Pero sabi ko rito, other theologians would call this as enslaved will or will that is in bondage because of sin. So meron talagang bondage into sin, yung mga naroon sa spiritual deadness. Okay? Sa number 40 or episode number 40. Susunod, i-discuss naman natin yung moderation in regard to spiritual death. Nandito, naka-line up dito sa atin. On our next study. To God alone be all the glory once again, and thank you so much to all of you. And see you very, very soon again for our next topic of discussion. God bless everybody.